Hi, David Pylon, Pylon Arts and Entertainment, here to do a quick quote unquote review video. I'll probably last a little long because I tend to babble. Um, so it's been almost or about 2 years since the last time I posted a video. I didn't realize it had been that long already. So this is an update to a previous video, the Pear Ring review. So there's my Pear Ring, if you can see it. Um, so the Pear Ring product review video somehow is my most popular one. Got almost 1,500 views. I don't know how or why. And so um, there was a lot of negative reactions to it. Also, it had like a 94% thumbs up, 6% thumbs down. Got a lot of negative comments on there about long, boring. This doesn't really. This isn't a review. You don't tell us what it actually does. You just said what it is, so on and so forth. And I'm sure by now, like 2 years later, all those people have found people and are happily coupled or married, and they won't need this. But just in case, I'm going to do a follow up, basically responding to some of that, saying what has been my experience because it's been a couple of years now of wearing this ring or a few years. So what has been my experience in that time? Um, Basically, I got no results whatsoever. So with the Pear Ring, there was supposed to be this whole big thing of like there were going to be events that the company was hosting, and I signed up for that. And I'm located in Oklahoma, so I'm not sure if this is part of the problem. Is there's just not a dense enough population here? But the only events that I saw were in Oklahoma City, which is about 2 hour drive away from me. And I think that's probably because they were only doing events in cities that had certain population sizes, and in the state of Oklahoma, OKC is the only one that meets that criteria of like a million or more people, basically. Um, so I think that was the only hub here where they were going to do anything. So there were a few events that were hosted. I didn't go to any of them. None of them were anything I really wanted to go to. It was, besides being a 2 hour drive there and back, it was always on like bad times, like Sunday brunch or like Taco Tuesdays, and I was working like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday type of job at the time, and so I was like, I don't want to go there and deal with that, and then come back and go back to work. Um, so I just didn't go. But I did message one of the women who did go to the events and asked her about basically like how did they go, and she said they did not go well. It was almost only women who showed up. It was mostly women who showed up. I don't know again if this is experienced or any other states. In my personal experience, being a single man in Oklahoma, going to speed dating and singles mixers and things of that nature. Where I'm at locally, we had the same problem. It was basically mostly middle aged women, and then like a few men, and usually be like much older guys and much younger guys, and not very many kind of in between. And so like everybody was dissatisfied. Nobody had anybody that they were matching with, if that makes sense. And she said it was like the exact same experience there. There would only be like one or two guys who showed up, and none of them were, uh, I guess, like eligible bachelors who were looking for something serious, and so nobody was satisfied. Um, and then there was a whole big deal where basically the person who was running it locally stepped down, and they needed someone to replace them, and no one did, and so then that just discontinued. So there are no more events, and it's been that way for a while now, which meant having this was basically it didn't amount to anything. They were saying it was going to be your quote unquote ticket to get into these events, um, that didn't work out well and then quit happening. But as far as my personal experience with walking around with it, uh, I've never seen anyone else wear one. I'm the only person I've seen in my town who has one. I've never seen anyone else around here with one, man or woman. Um, it has trained me to look at women's hands, which is something I never did before. Like I'd be talking to a lady and she'd have like wedding ring. I wouldn't even notice. I don't. I wouldn't look for that. Um, and it has gotten noticed by people, but like not the people I want to notice. So basically, I get a lot of questions about it every time I wear it. I don't always wear it anymore. I forget to sometimes. But if I go out with it on, I'll get asked about it, and it's exclusively by women. And you might think to yourself like, "Oh, they're interested in you." No, none of the women who were asking me had any interest in me at all. Mostly married women, older women. They're just curious. They just want to know what it is. And so then I get into the awkward conversation of saying like, "Oh, well, basically it's a Pear Ring. It shows that I'm single. I'm looking." And they go like, "Well, how's it working for you so far?" And I was like, "It hasn't." Um, so that's been my personal experience. I don't know what anybody else in the country, if you had the same problems or not, or if it was different from where you are. If you're in a bigger city, if that helped, let me know. I think I hit all the major points there. Of basically, um, I get asked about it a lot, but it's not. It never initiated anything, anybody's interest in me or anything like that. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to create some new regular content when able, so I don't have as big of a gap between the next time I post a video.